You know, there's more to the Famicom than just cartridges. They may be convenient and durable, but Nintendo wanted to innovate. It's time to upgrade this family computer to a fat stack with the Famicom Disk System. The Famicom Disk System is an add-on that allows the Famicom to read data from Nintendo's proprietary disc cards. The FDS connects to the Famicom through a RAM adapter that attaches to the cartridge slot. The FDS can be powered by 6 C batteries or with a power adapter that was sold separately. When you're ready to play, boot up the Famicom and insert a double-sided disc card of your choosing. The game will load into the RAM adapter to be played on the console. Initially, this was a nice leap forward for Nintendo, but as cartridges became cheaper and could store more information, the disk system became obsolete. The load times were rough, and some disc cards required you to switch sides mid-game to load more data. Still, the Famicom Disk System is a neat piece of hardware, only released in Japan. Of course, there were some unique games. On this episode of FamiCorner, we will be playing Doremi Co, exclusively released for the FDS. Doremi Co was released in 1987 by Konami. Yes, before their rhythm gaming success with Dance Dance Revolution and Beatmania, Konami created this music composition software. It's difficult to call Doremi Co a game. It's really more of a tool. And if the Disk System add-on wasn't enough for you, Doremi Co comes with one of the first ever keyboard add-ons, even before the Miracle Piano teaching system. Look at that thing. The Konami branded keyboard is very basic, consisting of only 36 keys and a matte black finish. The keys have very little weight to them and feel pretty cheap overall. It was their first attempt. Gotta start somewhere. When you're ready to get musical, the keyboard attaches to the Famicom expansion port and a normal controller is used to navigate the menus. Here we go. On the main menu, we are greeted by Dore-chan, our cute little musical note mascot thing, but not nearly as cute as Disc-kun. There are 3 modes to select from: the concert hall on the left, the piano hall on the right, and in the center, the Magic Forest. The manual describes the Magic Forest as a place where anyone can easily enjoy the music. So let's explore the Magical Forest, shall we? This is clearly the perfect setting for some musical instrumentation. Playing on top of a huge tree trunk with mushrooms and junk everywhere. The Not-So-Magic Forest is a practice mode where you can learn to play 4 songs. To access the tracks, you need to open the treasure chests, which will lead to some super fun disc switching and load screens. Then you can press start to play the track. Your song selections are Skater's Waltz, Jingle Bells, Happy Birthday, and the Konami classic, the theme from Gradius. Yeah, totally a place to easily practice playing the keyboard. It's a 5-star song, okay? Check the manual. You can listen to the full tracks with the main melodies, or switch the monitor on to play the melody yourself. And if it's on Gradius, well, good luck. It's too fast for me. Not keeping up. If you have the manual, you can find the sheet music for each track to help you out. Otherwise, it's just a struggle. You do have some controls that allow you to modify your magical and musical experience. Pressing select brings up the switch panel, where you can modify the tempo. And you can also change the keyboard's instrument sound. There are 14 different sounds to choose from: piano, organ, harpsichord, trumpet, violin, sitar, guitar, banjo, flute, koto, synth 1, synth 2, no synth 3, clarinet, and vibraphone. A lot of options. That's good. Once you've had enough of the Magic Forest, you can go back to the main menu from the switch panel. Next, let's take a look at the piano hall.
Hello.
Oh, this guy is ready to play some chords. Here you can play more than just single notes at a time, but you are limited to the piano and organ instrument sounds. The notes seem to cut out here and there as you play chords, but it's not too bad. I love the way this guy just jams along as you play and listen to your sweet, sweet music. It's awesome. In the switch panel, there is an option to go into the studio. Oh, look at that sweet tape deck. It's getting vintage in here. You can load one of 2 default tracks to play in the piano hall: the Minute Waltz or the theme song of Doremi Co. However, if you're a real star, you can record your own songs thanks to the amazing technology of the disk system. After creating them in the studio panel, you can save them to the disk. Now, the notes played are represented in each track with individual volume controls, but for this mode, you can only record piano or organ pieces, not a full band performance. So let's go back to the main menu. Let's do that. Oh wait, you can't! You can't. That's right. There is no way to return to the main menu when you are in the hall areas. Once you get on stage, it's all in. There's no going back. You have to physically reset the game and reload. Again, this is innovative technology. Okay, watch out. So after our lovely reset of the console, we can check out the final mode of Doremi Co, the concert hall. Here you can create full compositions and have the band play them. In the switch panel, you also have the option of turning on background rhythms to play along with. Yeah, come on, get it! Get some country! Get some country! But yes, entering the studio, you can finally create a thick and rich song in 8-bit. There are 6 tracks that can be recorded: 3 instruments, bass, and 2 tracks for percussion. One for what I assume is the snare, aka ch-o-sn, and then we have regular drums. Each track can be set to playback mode or recording mode. When set to record, a short 4-beat metronome will sound, and then you're on your own to play. You cannot input individual notes on some sort of step sequencer. You gotta do it live! After recording a track, you can set it to playback and move on to record new melodies while listening to what you've already laid down in previous tracks. Or you can turn the tracks off. Or truck off. Truck off. That's a pretty odd translation error, I feel like. Now here's a little bonus tip for you. Using the second player controller, you can add effects to the notes played. You can pitch bend with the A button, or go up and down octaves with left and right on the control pad. And you can sustain notes with up and down. Now, I was able to do a bit of composing in an attempt to recreate the Game Dave theme song, but please, be gentle. Due to the super lightweight, plasticky feel of the keyboard and keys, I was struggling to maintain the rhythm. The keys bounce back in this squishy, squeaky sort of way, making play sessions that are lengthy a bit difficult. But hey, here's a little taste for your ears. So obviously, this is not really a game. In Doremi Co, the only thing you play is the keyboard. It isn't even a rhythm game in that aspect. More of a learning tool, like I said. But what a cool piece of Konami history brought to you by the Famicom Disk System. Now, as you enter the world of the Famicom Disk System, be careful with those sweet little Famicom disc cards. They require the utmost care. Just listen to the manual. I'd just like you to remember these words of warning. The disc card is much more delicate than a cartridge. If you don't heed these warnings, it will break. Handle the disc card with care. Absolutely do not use your finger or other similar parts of your body to directly touch the part of the brown magnetic film that you can see through the window on the disc card. Additionally, take care not to get this part dirty or scratched. See, that's his delicate little brain in there. You gotta be careful with it. The disc card is extremely vulnerable to humidity and heat. Therefore, you should store it in a well-ventilated, cool place. Oh, and give him delicious ice creams. Wait, that's not gonna end well. Ew, look at his lips. I absolutely hate messy places. Dust is a great enemy of the disc card. Oh, the ultimate enemy! Also, don't leave it where it is exposed to direct sunlight. If it gets close to a magnet, all data will be lost. It's not just magnets, though. TVs, radios, and the like emit magnetic forces, so let's keep the disc card away from those things. Okay, yes, let's. Bending and stepping on the disc card is completely unacceptable. Let's always keep the disc card in its plastic case. And that's where it will stay until the next Disk System game.